Hello, hello. Good afternoon,
Hello!
everyone. So, welcome to the... Aling episode na ba tayo? Welcome to the 17th episode of
Ang
Mindful
dami na.
Makeup.
Yay!
Surprisingly, so surprised to have gone to lucky number 17. Today, we have Genzel with us. So, ano lang, I was just like really shocked kasi I met Genzel when she was still a beauty-focused content creator. So, we've known each other for quite some time. And when we reconnected, I brought her on the show. I invited her on the show kasi nagulat ako na parang she's doing a lot of these like Zen meditation things right now. And after last week's conversation about the pandemic effect and like people really needing to find a peaceful and calm place within themselves, parang inner peace, ganun. I thought it would be nice to bring the spotlight on somebody like Genzel naman who really like focuses on these things. So, it was really shocking for me nung nag-usap kami kasi tagal na namin hindi nag-usap. Tapos sobrang, not that you were toxic before, but super
Pero
iba ng aura mo. It's so it's not like manic, crazy, wild, joyful. It's really like peaceful, happy, joyful. So maybe like just to get the ball rolling, let's get started. Please introduce yourself and your current like activities and daily routine.
sige. Yun, hello sa mga listeners and followers ni Teddy. Ayun nga yung sabi ni Teddy, we've known each other for years na, but normally we don't talk about life, di ba? Like when we see each other sa events, sa beauty events, like makeup, syempre yun naman yung pinunta namin dun di ba? Anong makeup, anong maganda, anong shade yung kunin mo, mga ganun. So when we reconnected nung last week ba yun, or last weekend, di ba? Last week. So it was
Last
like a
week
different,
lang, oo.
classic lang, so a very different, like, parang ibang usapan talaga siya. So yun, again, I'm Gen-zel Delas. I started vlogging since 2012, and ayun, hanggang sa napunta ng iba't ibang platform. I also have channel, Facebook and Instagram at Gen-zel Delas. And then, yeah, normally, nag-start siya as beauty content creator, so doon talaga. I review products. And then, actually, parang I noticed like the pattern of life. If you just um start doing, and then parang yung life na mismo mag-a-adjust where you're meant. Ang nangyari is, hindi ko naman inaakala na mapupunta ako sa beauty industry. And then, from the beauty industry, biglang parang nagkaroon din ng shift yung life ko na parang, okay, I'm not, hindi naman kumbaga, pinagdaanan is like, parang I want something different. I want to share more of what I do. Yun nga, sobrang taming topic natin na mindful, beyond makeup. So, what I'm sharing right now is, and late today, is beyond the Genzel makeup na. And, ayun, nag-makeup artist na din ako, diba? Tried. Ang dami kong tinry. As in, parang, alam mo yun, ang dami mong itatry hanggang sa parang ba't hindi nag-work to? Hanggang sa finally, eto, parang, okay, parang this is where I belong. So, ayun. And then, how do you develop mga self-care ritual habits? Yung same nung, actually, kaya sabi ko, sobrang nakaka-relate ako with your energy last time. Kasi, parang yan din yung naging, kasi like catalyst or nag-push sa akin. Parang, I call it like dark nights of the soul. Parang mga dark moments natin. And then, sabi ko, ako kasi yung tao na I don't, parang when I release stress or emotions, parang isang biglaan. And then, okay, I don't wanna be in this for like months or ano. Parang isang release and then let go and then I need to do something about it. So, ganun yung nangyari sa akin. Actually, until now, isang release and then sabi ko, I have to do something about it. I don't wanna be in this place for like forever. So, what I do, I started to list down, sabi ko I list down, ano yung mga triggers ko, ano yung mga causes ng stress. So, first is social media. And it was really hard for me to let go or maging
With your job, diba?
Oo, kasi I was a social media manager. I handle brands. I promote brands. So, sobrang sabi ko, "Oh my gosh." Pero alam mo yun, sabi nga nila, you get breakthrough if you will stay in your comfort zone. You really have to, like, alam mo na tama yung gagawin mo kapag yung gagawin mo is really something hard to do. Like, yung parang ang hirap nito, pero 'pag nagawa mo siya, dun pumapasok yung breakthrough, eh. Like for me, um, and then disclaimer lang pala, yung sabi ko nga, for sa viewers ni Telly, just take whatever resonates with you and just leave the rest, yung mga i-share namin today. So, kung ano yung mag-resonate, then go on, and then leave the rest. But then, I always say na, yung mga hindi nyo matitake, minsan pwede natin siya i-take down notes pa din. Kasi, minsan
Hindi
hindi
ka
lang
pa
tayo.
ready.
Oo, yes. Parang hindi ka lang maka-relate sa kanya at the moment. Pero one day, parang ma-realize mo, teka, ito yung sinabi sa akin ni ganito ah.
Oo.
Ito pala
Tama
yun.
na siya ngayon.
Oo, na parang yung mga moments na, ito pala yun.
So, to put
Yun.
context kasi for everyone, when Genzel and I were doing the pre-interview, to be honest, when I invited you, my impression was, nakita kita spiritual, di ba? I was intending for the show to be more like, all about crystals, ganon, yung the
Yeah.
accessories, incenses, mga chimes, and even like entities, ganon. But when we were talking, kasi I guess you felt na hindi ako sobrang ganong tao. Like I was just curious, but I personally was not like that. And you felt I was not like that, so we focused more about like your personal journey to inner peace, which really did not involve so many accessories or like yung mga ganong concepts. It's really like something na palatable and very, very useful to people who are not super into spirituality then. So, ano, guys, ano tayo, we're not going to go like too deep into those topics. We're gonna be like, ano lang, for the casual people, like, you can
Yeah.
definitely relate even if you're not like into all of these things. So, my next question for you, Genza, is, sige, before we get too deep into anything else, can you first describe to us what your personal daily morning routine is like, your self-care habits and your morning rituals?
Sige. Ayun, balikan ko lang ng mabilis yung kanina. Kaya ako nag-come up with these rituals. So, ito yung ginawa ko. So, I list down all the causes of my stress. So, number one is social media. I lessen my time browsing social media because before, the moment I wake up, ang hawak ko agad. So, imagine na parang, syempre, when you start, the moment you open your eyes, it's like you programming what will happen for you the entire day. And then, social media agad yung mag-feed sa, sa utak mo. So, hindi siya, for me, so yun yung nabawasan ko. Then, yung mga causes of, tawag dito, like, mga toxic na news, yung mga, binawasan ko yung mga panonood ng masyadong news na sobrang disheartening.
Nakaka-upset.
Oo, na parang, like, yung nakwento ko nga sa'yo, parang, nafi-filter ko na parang, okay, this is not good for me, so, cancel out agad. And even, relationships, friendship, ganyan. So, I learned to distance myself from people din. Parang nagkaroon ako ng interview talaga. So, now, ang ginagawa ko, the moment I wake up, actually, hindi siya nga, nagsa-start siya before you sleep. So before I sleep, I try my best to list down what I want my day to be the next morning. So bago pa lang ako matulog, nagsiset na ako ng intention ko. Ano ba yung gusto kong mangyari sa day ko bukas? So ano yung mga gagawin ko? So syempre, hindi naman lahat yun like, perfect na nagagawa natin. So nililista ko, I have like top 3 priorities na I want to really matapos for the next day. Tapos meron ako mga normally parang, okay, ito yung mga pwede kong isingit just in case I still have time. So yun, susulat ko siya. And then I also do my meditation before going to sleep. And prayer, yan, prayers ninyo. And then I also drink turmeric tea with lemon and so kasi turmeric tea with lemon and coconut sugar na konti. It cleanses your aura also. Like nakakawala siya ng stress. Siyempre kung araw ka na stress, so turmeric tea bago mag-sleep and then a glass of yung warm water.
Mm.
Yun. So, go to bed. And then, ngayon, parang pinakamahaba kong tulog is 5 to 6 hours. For me, sapat na siya. So, yeah,
Okay.
just
Maiksi
list.
ah.
Actually, alam mo, nung una, I try to read successful stories of other people as well. Michelle Fan actually just sleep maximum 5 hours.
Oo.
And then the other people that I know, like successful people that I know, also does the same. Like study to also sleep 4 to 5 hours a day. But then, listen to your body too. Kasi minsan, ako, lumalagpas din doon kapag ka sobrang pagod. So, I listen to my body. And then, pag na-adapt na niyo, may body clock na kasi. So, yun. So, the moment I wake up, I do my affirmations. Like, kahit one, hindi naman kailangan madami. Like, example is, okay, for today, I want this to be productive. Yan.
Mm.
Or, today, I will be abundant with time. Kasi dyan tayo laging, ang rant natin, wala akong oras. Wala akong
Oo.
oras. Yan. So, yung na-attract natin, wala tayong oras. So, instead of saying na, wala tayong oras, the moment you wake up, I'm abundant with time. Today, I will be productive. So, yun agad siya.
So,
Parang mantra.
So ito yung routine mo kasi. So I think a lot of people, okay lang sa kanila na parang when they hear na you have to list down your stressors. I don't think a lot of people actually take that super seriously.
Yes.
Alam mo yon, parang they just let it na in the moment na parang, okay, stressed ako. Pero parang like, people don't really take the time to understand what stresses them out and really like irritates them. So, kasi kapag hindi ka ganun ka-mindful, you're prone to being parang reactive instead of proactive.
Parang san-san na lang.
Oo, parang hindi mo siya, you're not really in control kasi you're not super aware. And one thing that I was really impressed with you kasi, nung nag-uusap tayo about that Bello ad, like, nagulat ako na you didn't even finish the whole ad. You knew it.
Hindi ko siya kinlik talaga.
Ay, hindi mo napanood at all. Just the
Yeah,
preview.
yes, just yung thumbnail lang niya.
Oo.
Hindi ko siya talaga kinilik ever.
Oo.
Ayun.
So, ang galing. Kasi like, ako, I've always heard this advice na list down your stressors. But I never really took the time to like sit down, take out my journal, and really like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the things that upset me. And I think it's when you do that, magkakaroon ka ng ganung power na, grabe, ang bilis mo mag-isip. Kasi I can't imagine being that advanced. I feel like if it happened to me, even if I was serious about removing stressors in my life, I would probably still have ended up watching it anyway. Lalo na kasi beauty, di ba? We're in the beauty sphere.
Yung curiosity mo din makapasok
Yeah.
niya eh.
Oo.
Ayun. Yung iba kasi, actually, hindi din talaga ako ma-journal na tao. Ang planner ko, guys, hanggang March lang, hindi ko siya nasusulatan. So, sabi ko, okay. Ang napansin ko sa akin, mas mabulat ako. So, I don't really took a lot of time. Tinry ko, actually, yung drawing, hindi siya nag-work. So, you really have to find something that works for you. So, with me, I know that a lot of people, stress reliever nila yung planning, like, magandang planner, ganyan. Sa akin lang talaga, though artistic din ako na tao, hindi siya nag-work. So, ako more on, I just list down, and then cross out, and then that's it. And then the next morning, ganun na lang. Tapos, yung mga journal ko, yung mga, like, memories na lang. List down, tapos, mantra in the morning, and then meditation, and then stretching. Sobrang, for me I do, if you can watch yung kay Joanna So sa YouTube, 5
How do you spell that?
Joanna So.
Joa.
SOH. Joanna So na 5-minute morning stretch.
Ayan. Let me just flash it for people. Ayan.
Yeah.
So, Genzel recommends.
Yeah, sobrang, as in, I've tried watching different stretching, yan talaga, kasi biruin mo 5 minutes lang eh. If you're that busy na, 5 minutes, give it to yourself. Kasi, alam mo yun, malaki yung magagawa niya the entire day. Kasi ang mangyayari is, it wakens your muscles also para, parang it's your, parang tayo, di ba, before you, like, if you're an athlete, you can just run and then, kailangan may warm up ka. Same thing with our daily activities. You really have to warm up and program your body na, okay, warm up tayo bago tayo lalaban for
Na
the day
maluwag siya
today.
today. It's not
Oo,
tight and
it's like
stressed.
releasing everything and then before we can go with our daily activity. So, yun siya, stretching and then next is shower. So, very important. Before kasi,
Nako, in this period of quarantine, I think.
ah, alam mo ba, challenge din yan sa akin. Kasi ang mindset ko before, parang sa bahay lang naman ako, hindi naman ako
Oo.
lalabas. Tapos, wala namang aamoy sa akin or whatever. So, bakit ko kailangang maligo pa, ganyan-ganyan. Pero when I started to commit to like shower in the morning, water is also an element for cleansing.
Mm-mm.
Sobrang helpful siya to cleanse our body. And then what I highly recommend, when you shower, you visualize that the stress is like growing away down and
Washing
going,
away.
yes, washing away and then going down the drain.
Oo.
Our mind is very powerful. So when you envision something like that, talagang mafe-feel mo na nababawasan yung stress. And then when you shower, like you feel na parang, okay, ang dami kong energy. And then you can start with your breakfast or work from kayo. Then you can start your day. Yun lang talaga yung parang, ayun, mantra. And then, since nasulat ko naman na yung mga to-do list ko before ako matulog, so meron na yun. And then, I do meditation. Pinakamahaba na is 10 minutes.
Hindi naman pala kailangan super intense.
Hindi. O yung iba kasi, sabi nga nila is, normally, if you like sad books, you can follow him, SADH group. So sabi niya, if you can do at least 10 to 20 minutes meditation a day, then you need to do it 2 hours. So, ganun.
Grabe.
Oh, kasi parang kumbaga, kung hindi mo nga kayang ibigay sa sarili mo yun, ibig sabihin, ganun mo kakakailangan.
That's
Yun yung,
interesting.
oo. So, parang,
Totoo naman.
diba, if you can give 10 minutes a day for yourself, then you need like 2 hours more. Kasi sabihin, ganun mo siya kakailangan, girl.
Ganun
Yun.
ka ka-stressed out or like
Yes,
lost
diba
or something.
yes, kasi to the point na 5 to 10 minutes you can give to yourself, then bad, you need it. So, yun, meditation, shower, and then after shower, ayos ng sarili. Kasi, napansin ko din, alam mo sabi ko iba, bakit nag-aayos sila? Nasa bahay lang naman sila. Pero actually, it helps. Kasi, it programs also yourself na, okay, I'm in the game for today. I'm in the zone. So, I'm gonna work. Kasi, iba din yung nagagawa sa atin. Like, tawag dito, fix ourselves, presentable, diba? Kahit nasa bahay lang. It doesn't have to be like, pang event. Like yung normal na casual attire. Like, ayun.
So,
and then, start na ako ng araw ko.
Okay, so that's a peek into your morning routine. I think we're learning that it's no offense. It's not like super wild and crazy. It's not like super special, but I think it's what makes it special and helpful for you is your own perspective. I think because you take the effort to make
Self-love
your
siya.
Oo,
Self-love
nagiging
siya.
mas meaningful for you. Like everybody I'm assuming everybody showers. Everybody showers, but for you because you take this time to give this moment for yourself, it helps parang cleanse your aura and negativity from you. And
Yeah.
so other people may, if you are starting to take your morning routines for granted in this quarantine, especially na day in, day out, nagiging similar na, lalo na that a lot of us are not allowed to go out of the house.
Totoo.
I think what we're learning today is that you should put more intent and parang go back to enjoying your morning routines. It's the same activity, but I think the mental state of like imagining your stress washing away and making a simple 5-minute stretching mean like you are parang opening up your body and removing
Oo.
all of the stresses of like the previous day. I think that
Mm.
really helps in um parang clearing up the day that
Mm.
you're gonna face ahead. And this has been
Mm.
all positive and nice and light and
Mm.
bright. But you also mentioned something to me that I was super curious about. You mentioned something about shadow work, and I'm super curious kasi how do you find your happiness? But why is this like shadow work important to be happy?
Yeah. Actually nakalimutan ko pala, in the morning after ko mag-shower before ako mag-start mag-work, I drink like 'di ba coffee sa'kin kasi is, cacao, because it's, very heart opening siya and then I do my gratitude journal. Kahit mga dati I do it like 10, so puwede kayo mag-start like 3. Just list down 3 things that you're grateful for kasi it also sets up the mood. Like, sabi ko nga lagi is what you appreciate appreciates. So, for you to receive more blessings, you have to be grateful first. So,
Mm.
kahit list down nyo lang before you start the workday. So, after you shower, okay, ready na kayo, nasa table na kayo. You can also write down, what are the 3 things I'm grateful for today? Ako normally, it's of course, I have a new day to, yun, new beginning, new plans for me, the things that I want. Next is even like the simplest things, like ang ganda ng weather today, so yun. Then,
Mm.
today naka-receive ako ng sabihin natin, kunyari nabayaran ko yung bill ko, yung mga simpleng gano'n. Kasi mas ano siya, mas ma-attract ka, ayun. And then moving to shadow work naman, nag-isip kasi ako ng iba pang term para mas relatable siya, pero parang, I think that's the
No,
word
I
that
think that's okay.
yun,
The
oh,
way you
yun 'no, yun.
explain it.
Oo. Kasi, normally sa'tin actually ito, ginagawa ko hindi lang one time thing. Ano siya kasi, kumbaga everyday na may mga nadi-discover tayo sa sarili natin. And we are like yung sinasabi sa'yo, balance talaga. Like, so there's always light, there's always dark. Hindi puwedeng like puro love and light lang. Minsan kasi may mga mafi-feel tayo na parang mga triggers natin na parang, "Teka, bakit ako naaasar?" Parang kunyari, "Ba't ako naaasar sa tao?"
Oo.
Deep inside pala, you've been hurt or meron kang trauma na hindi mo siya nare-resolve. So, yun yung mga kailangan natin i-ano. And then, I list it down. And then you can also try yung meditation, Ho'oponopono. Meron yun sa YouTube, madami siya. Yun, Ho'oponopono, H-O-P-O-N, Hoponon. So, ano siya, form of shadow work and then self-healing siya. Kasi when you do shadow work, you're also healing yourself from the trauma. So, yung mga shadows natin, yung mga darkness natin, may pinag-bigyan natin. Kunyari, bakit ba ako impatient? Bakit ba ako ang dali kong maasar? Or, bakit ako, even kaya sabi natin, bakit ako mahilig sa ganitong bagay? Parang addicted to, sabi natin, kunyari, sa mga addicted to
Uminom.
sweets. Oh, yun, alcohol. Bakit ako addicted doon? So, dun mo malalaman, ginagawa ko pala siyang pang-cover ng pain. Which is, the pain comes from, alam mo yung, i-dig deep mo siya. So, importante siya for me. Kasi with that, pag may kada nare-resolve akong ganun, I feel lighter. Tapos mas na ano ko siya, mas na ma-manage ko yung how I react to things. Kasi, na-acknowledge ko siya. It doesn't have to be suppressed. You just have to acknowledge it. And then pag na-acknowledge mo siya na, may tendency pala akong maging impatient. So, alam mo yung trigger nun, bakit ako naging impatient. So, pag in-accept ko siya, ngayon tuloy, pag kunyari, pag maharap ka sa situation na feeling mo lalabas yung shadow na yun, alam mo na siya kung paano control or kung paano i-manage. Hindi ka nalalamunin nung, alam mo yun, nung darkness na yun. Yun kasi masama dun eh, pag nalamot ka ng darkness or ng shadow, dapat kasi talaga, mabalance mo yung light and dark natin sa sarili natin. Kasi, kumbaga, doon tayo nag-exist. Like, parang yung happiness, you can say you're happy if you haven't experienced pain or hurt, ka na hurt, diba? Kasi paano ma-acknowledge na masaya ka pala. Pero kung hindi mo na-experience, same thing with ourselves. And sabi mo na parang inner peace na felt with me. Actually,
Oo.
hindi siya one-time thing because like every day we experience stress, we experience toxicity from ourselves or from other people. So for me, it's an everyday thing na you need to like find your inner peace or actually find, kumbaga parang choose to be at peace with yourself.
And we talked about this kasi diba recently I took fitness seriously,
Mm.
and it was brought about by me being like of a certain age. Am I gonna say?
Wala yan,
So
hindi naman halata, forever young tayo.
so pumatong na tayo sa certain age, and then starting to feel like unlike when you were bata ka, physical fitness and health easily comes to you, 'di ba? You don't have to
Totoo.
exercise so much but still you are
Less
fit.
effort.
Oo, your cardio is fine, you have endurance, you have strength, you're able to do a lot of things. Then pag tumatanda ka, biglang you notice you are gaining and keeping weight
Mm.
randomly, even if you have not changed your diet so much. You're eating the same junk food in your 20s, but suddenly it's giving a different effect now. And one thing I noticed with physical health, you have to work on it kasi hindi siya given, hindi siya passive or easy state that comes to you. And I think with all of these things that you're suggesting to us and all of these mindsets that you purposefully um go to, kasi hindi, it's not like happy ka lang bigla one day, 'di ba? Ang
Oo.
dami mo palang iniisip to get to this
Oo.
state. And now I'm realizing it's like happiness is something that you have to work on then. Like it's something that you really work for. It's not something na lalapag lang sa'yo, may magpapatawa sa'yo, masaya ka na. You
Totoo.
really take from your morning routine and all of those your gratitude journal. Talagang
Effort.
it's work pala to be happy. So
Yes.
it's not something na parang na-enlighten ka. Okay, goods na ako.
Oo, ano
Hindi
siya,
siya
kumbaga,
ganon.
we're always a work in progress. Like every single day that you live, you really have to choose yourself and to be mindful with what you choose. And aside from being mindful, I always say na know your intentions always. Like for example, yun nga, magme-meditate ako today. So what's my intention for today? Sabi ko sa'yo, di ba, minsan pag nagme-meditate ako, when I feel so light, I want to feel grounded. So my intention for the day, I want to feel more grounded. So may
Mm-mm.
time naman na when I feel so down, I wanted to uplift my spirit. So my intention for my meditation for the day is to feel more positive, to attract more positive energy. So depende sa akin. Even with like anything that I do, like I always look for ano yung purpose of doing it, ano yung intention ko, bakit ko ginagawa. Kasi with that, mas sort ko yung mga gusto kong gawin, yung mga dapat kong gawin. Okay. Like I have filters. Like, nakalimutan ko na yung tatlong filter na tawag doon. Pero what I do is this good for me? I mean, is it good for everybody? Okay, yes. Next is it good for me? Yun. May mga ganun akong filter before. Okay, if is it good for everybody, it's good for me, then I'll do it. May
Wait
mga,
lang.
I put filters also.
Gusto ko mag-dwell doon. Ang ganda nung sinabi mo about understanding your intention. Kasi
Mm.
my impression has always been, if you're looking for happiness, go ka lang ng go, up lang ng up. But for you actually, you also know of a state na when you're too high, you need to you need to take it down and you actually need to be grounded.
Yes.
Kasi it's so easy to understand na when you're down, syempre, try to be
Gusto
up,
mo,
I know, you look to be
yeah.
uplifted. So, I think that's really obvious and easy to understand. Pero nagulat ako na kapag there's such a thing pala as being like parang too high or too much and then you try to ground that down, why is it like, bakit ganon?
Normally kasi pag ang dami mong energy, like kunyari may time kasi na, 'di ba may time na sobrang dami nating energy na tipong minsan nga parang sabi ko at 3 AM kaya ko mag-jogging sa labas kasi pag grabing energy. So
Mm.
yun, we have different I have different things on how to ground myself or how to release my energy. Una is aside from meditation, you can do dancing, kaya madalas yung makikita ngayon sa TikTok. Yan, dancing, singing, like anything actually that you release energy beautifully, and then you also get something from it, or you benefit from it also. So para sabi ko nga sa'yo, di ba, parang you work in balance. Dapat talaga balance. Kasi like kunyari, tawag dito, di ba parang when it's something like this, very airplane. If it's like kapag tabi ko siya, hindi maganda yung andar. Diba? Same thing with us. So pag masyadong mapaganon, hindi
Hindi
siya
rin siya
okay.
maganda.
Oo. So dapat talaga you know how to balance yourself, and you can achieve that when you are more aware with the things that you do. So
Ang galing. No, I think it's such an eye-opener. I never realized din kasi, I guess, wala. We think that anything positive you can't have too much of. But you're saying na meron, if it's not balanced, it's not good.
yes, oo. Hindi lang siya puro, 'di ba, kumbaga, doon pumapasok kasi yung toxic positivity. Na parang, ang
Mm.
nangyayari kasi, with me, this is my view with the toxic positivity. Ang nangyayari is, okay, positive lang, ganyan-ganyan. Kaya may lalapit na friend na parang, ganito kasi, ganito, ganito. Huwag mong isipin yan, positive lang. Mag-isip ka lang
Happy-happy
ng positive.
tayo.
Oo, hindi siya ganun. Kasi, I mean, for me, hindi siya ganun for me. Kasi, kailangan mo i-acknowledge like, hindi mo pwedeng invalid yung feelings niya or feelings mo na parang, na parang, okay, I feel down today. Bakit? Dun yung papasok yung shadow work. And then,
Parang gusto ko nga mag-lead back ulit dun eh. Kasi parang na-realize ko bigla na parang, connected to sa sinasabi niya kanina, 'di ba?
oo, yun. Ganun siya, parang, hindi pwedeng positive lang, na parang, hindi mo isipin, yung, parang isusuppress mo yung negative emotions just for you to feel positive. Actually, kailangan mo siyang i-acknowledge. Yun nga, doon papasok yung shadow work. And when you acknowledge it, and then you can do something about it on how you can switch it to something positive. Kasi how can you transmute or switch a negative thing or a negative feeling to something positive if you don't acknowledge it first that it is something negative really, diba? So, yun, kailangan mo siyang i-acknowledge. It doesn't have to be na you dwell on it like forever. Just have to acknowledge it. Okay, ito yung situation. Okay, what can I do about it? Turn it into something positive that will benefit myself.
So, eto nga, I think this is really eye-opening, and just to paint a clearer picture for the audience. Ito yung nangyari sa atin.
Sige,
When,
sige.
when I invited you, I was in a really bad place kasi siguro quarantine. Tapos, you're in a routine, you're not getting out of the house. Parang may na-dig up sa akin na parang bad feeling or parang sama ng loob, ganun. When I had it, I latched onto it every day, every waking moment. Naiisip ko siya. I was in a bad mood and I was treating myself poorly and treating the people around me with parang hostility and negativity. And I was just so mad at the world na parang inis na inis ako na I felt like this problem of mine na it's the world being unfair to me. Hindi ko matanggap and I wanted to fight back and parang gusto kong hindi ko alam, parang gusto kong gumante pero syempre wala namang magagantihan kasi it's a problem of mine eh. It's not like somebody actually like pushed me or something tas nadapa ako. There's something festering in my mind. Tapos sobra akong nagulat kasi when you said, explaining all about this, all about balance, 'di ba? Na parang you have to understand your intention. Kasi, yun nga, when you're down, you need to work on being uplifted. And yung sinabi mo sa akin na sobra akong na-shock, na halos maiyak na ako. Sabi mo kasi, no, you told me, when we deny our darkness and suppress it, we experience more pain.
Yes, it's more painful.
So, nagulat ako kasi parang all along, syempre, in my mindset, akala ko na, okay, this is so unfair. I'm so mad na once I lash out, I will be happy kasi I will finally have justice. Ganon. I will make things right. Parang ganon. Diba? Babangon ako at dudurugin ko kayo. Diba? Gets mo? Diba? I was in that mindset. And then you told me that actually when we deny our darkness, bumabalik lang sa atin yung pain. And so after that, nagre-reflect ako pa unti-unti. I was thinking like, maybe I just have to accept that these unfair things happened. And maybe I
Yes.
should learn how to deal. Tapos sobrang, grabe, the peace that came after. Sobra kong as in parang nag-iba talaga yung ko, yung, yung aura ko. Like, I
Actually, I
know.
can sense it. You feel lighter now.
Oo, kasi like, maybe I should just accept that this unfair thing happened.
Yes.
Does it have to be somebody's fault? Wala naman akong masisisi, but maybe just accepting it, trying to find my balance despite this painful thing that happened is what will really like feeling ko will set me straight.
Mm-mm.
So parang thank you for that kasi sobrang I think I think it's really just difficult to deal with negativity and stress. And lalo na sa pandemic,
Yeah.
we're distracted with a lot of pain and suffering all over the world. And so, it's so easy to fall into negativity right now. Na parang, alam mo yun, patong-patong na kasi. Maybe on a normal day, maybe in a different
Yeah.
situation, if I remembered this like parang unfair thing, maybe I would be able to deal with it better. But syempre right now, there's so many negative things happening na parang it's it's easy to be victim to it.
Mm. Siguro diyan papasok yung sabi ko nga, nabanggit ko rin sa'yo na you have to accept, like we have to accept the reality. We have to accept that there's a pandemic. Like, we have loved ones. Actually, ako, may namatayan din ako twice, kaibigan and then family member. But ang nangyayari kasi is, ako din dati, since stress ko, alam mo yung nakikipag-keyboard warrior ako sa mga news na,
Nakikipag-online bardagulan
oo,
ka?
nagulat na ako, may friends ako dun natatawa dun sa reaction ko kasi like talagang comments, and then sabi ko, teka, parang ano bang nakukuha ko dito? And like katulad nun, like when we dwell on like yan, like kaya I no longer discuss like things na about like the government or something kasi it's beyond my control. It is something that kahit maglulupasay ako dyan, mapapalitan ba yung mga politicians? Hindi naman, di ba? Pag naglupasay ba ako dyan, or nagkakanda, rebelde ako dyan, mawawala ba yung pandemic? Hindi din. So, what I switched it into something na, okay, so what can I do about it? Ano ba yung kaya kong gawin na ako yung may control? Which is, ang nangyari sa akin doon is, okay, I look on this is what I do lang, like parang ako kasi more on charity work sa animals dahil nga mahilig ako mag-ampon ng mga pusa at aso. So, like kunyari nagkaroon ng tag-ulan, ganyan, like donation, like kung ano yung kaya ko i-donate, 'di ba? Tapos how I can help more people. But that doesn't mean na kulag tayo sa katotohanan. Actually accept the reality. It's just that we can't do anything about it na hindi naman natin siya ma-change eh. So, anong i-focus natin? So, focus on what we can contribute to the community that we are in. So, like yan, donation or charity works, service, our
Community pantry.
yes, 'di ba? Kasi that's what you can do eh. And then saging ang yung our good deeds actually has ripple effects lagi. So, minsan isipin natin ang liit na bagay lang yun ang pag-donate natin. But actually no, kasi the more you do it, the more you attract more people to actually do the same thing, and then it's going to be a ripple effect. And then mas marami kayong matutulungan. And with that, yun, mas may peace of mind ka, 'di ba? Instead of na parang mag-rebelde. And nakarelate din ako sa sabi mo kanina na dumating din kasi ako sa point na ganyan before na parang nagrebelde din talaga ako at some point in my life. And then, at the end of the day, it took me years just to realize na I just hurt myself. Like, wala namang naging effect na siya sa hindi ko naman siya
Hindi mo naman nakuha yung hustisya.
Totoo na parang at the end of the day, parang, oh my gosh, parang lahat ng pain, ako lang din naman yung nag-accumulate. 'Di ba? Parang
Oo.
akala ko I'm doing it for myself, to release myself na para inisin ko yung mga tao sa paligid ko na I thought they're causing me the pain that I'm feeling. But deep inside, ako lang pala, sinasaktan ko lang din pala yung sarili ko. Kaya,
Pero hindi, I disagree. I don't think it's always that simple na parang I know hurt people,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
don't think it's always that simple na parang, okay, I'm hurt, gusto ko rin tong i-project sa iba. I think sometimes we don't mean to
ano siya, parang
harm other
unconscious.
people.
Oo,
Oo,
parang
unconscious siya. And I think it can be parang a defensive parang angle din na at least for me this is what happened na parang I was I was more mad at the situation na parang I wanted to fight for myself and
Yeah.
parang feeling ko it was so unfair so I wanted to make it fair. Alam mo yun,
Mm-mm.
pipilitin mo siya but you don't realize actually that you're only harming yourself by
Yeah.
carrying all of these negative emotions. Teka, we have a comment. I know, Maui's my friend. She's saying true, pero hindi ko alam kailan ito sinabi. So, okay, maybe she just agrees in general with what we've been
Oo.
saying.
Oo. Yung sa,
Okay.
gets ko yung sabi mo na yung sa parang yung ano, ang nangyari sa akin nun parang may grudge pala, parang naipon pala yung grudge ko.
Oo, you're mad
Tapos,
at ano.
oo, nilamon na pala ako nung galit. Yun yung nangyari sa akin. This is naman with my family naman. Parang it was hard for me to forgive. But then, alam mo, after 4 years, I finally forgave my dad. And ako talaga yung lumapit sa kanya. Alam mo, parang hindi nga siya nabunutan ng tinik eh. Sabi ko nga doon sa close friends ko, parang sword. Parang sword yung hindi lang siya basta kang nabunutan ng tinik, parang malaking espada na binunot out of myself. Ganun siya ka-liberating to forgive. Eh, kaya doon ko na-guess, di ba, ang daling sabihin natin na parang, you forgive kasi you forgive because you give it to yourself, hindi naman talaga dun sa tao. Ang dali niyang sabihin. Pero noon ko lang siya totally naintindihan yung meaning ng phrase na yun. Na when you forgive, you give it to yourself. Yung na-feel ko na parang, oh my God, parang akong nabunutan ng espada or ng tinik sa katawan. Yun pala yun na you give it to yourself. Sa sarili mo pala talaga siya binigyan when you forgive.
So, I think this comes back to what you were saying in the intro na, ano yan? Take what's useful.
Yeah,
Wait, what was the, yun ba yung exact quote?
No, take what resonates and then leave.
Take what resonates. So, kasi, I know a lot of people might not be in this stage na that's ready to hear it. So, if you feel like you're not...
Years talaga.
Oo. Because I remember, up until like, kailan lang ba? I was still seeing some posts from you like really angry and ranting about your father. So parang hindi ko na realize na nag-ano na pala kayo. Nag-reconcile na pala kayo.
Grabe ako noon as in may mention ako. May patag talaga ako.
Nakatag talaga.
Diba?
Oo.
May
pictures pa.
Diba?
Girl.
Yung galit ko, yun yung lumamon sa akin na talagang took me into a really dark place.
And when you were in that stage, yung mindset mo talaga was,
galit ako.
Same tayo, gets kita. It's not that you...
Parang kahit sinong kumausap sa akin, wala. Galit.
Nothing could change.
Walang makakabago ng isip ko. Galit ako.
Basta naging unfair sa'yo yung sitwasyon. And you were going to force it to be right no matter what.
Na parang wala talaga makakaintindi sa'yo kasi ikaw yun eh. Yun
na parang
kahit sabihin ng iba, wala. Hindi tatalab. Ganun.
Yun yung tama at that moment eh. Wala. But eventually, I think, diba, oo.
Matagal. Like, yun nga, sabi mo, minsan baka may listeners tayo na hindi sila makaka-relate. Kasi, it took me years, 4 to 5 years, and then bata ako, 10 years. So, imagine yung ganong katagal.
Tagal.
Oo. Hindi siya something na gagawin mo lang right on the spot.
And I'm sure in the span of like your whole life naman na kinikim-kim mo to, I'm sure you've already been hearing advice like,
sobra. Pero parang nangyayari pag may nag-advise sa akin, parang, ay, hindi mo naman kasi ako naintindihan kasi wala kasi ganon ang reaction ko before. Para pag may mag-advise na dali sabihin sa'yo yan kasi hindi naman sa'yo nangyari. Ganon ako dati. Ganon ako yung reaction ko sa mga taong nagtatry mag-advise sa akin. So, ayun. Siguro it comes with maturity also. Kasi, di ba, sabi mo nga, nasa, tayo? We're younger now. Di ba?
Pero hindi. Because look at your aura. Parang you're mas bagets ka ngayon kesa nung mga like, I guess, 5 years ago.
Nung sinabi mo nga yan, alam mo, napabrowse ako sa photo ko. Parang sabi ko, my gosh, parang parang...
Nag-reverse ka, sis.
Oo. So, parang mga mga 30 years old na ako dun sa mga photo ko na mga 6 years ago. So,
Mm.
bilang
O,
pala ako
diba?
aware, oo. Like,
Sabi ko
when
sa'yo, 5 years ago, mas bata ka ngayon kesa 5 years ago.
oo.
Promise.
Pero girl, alam mo ba, hindi ko lang kasi, like, hindi na ako ma-social media, but nagulat ako actually when you messaged me. Kasi I'm also going through something, may pinagdadaanan din ako. However, parang sabi ko, grabe, parang kahit may pinagdadaanan pa rin ako, yung energy, dahil nga I do these things to myself, yung mga self-care rituals ko, I'm still able to like, alam mo, yun, nangingibabaw pa din yung positive energy na pa rin yung nasa-sense ng mga tao sa akin. Despite me na meron ako talagang pinagdadaanan even until like this moment. Pero yun, I always choose myself. And yun nga kasi when you take the power of the mind, you create your life. So, kung
Mm.
what you think, you create. So, ganun para sa akin ka-powerful yung mind. And that's also how I manifest things. Like yung mga blessings na gusto ko ma-achieve, talagang visualization.
So, let's move on to the next thing.
Sige,
Kasi,
go.
I was, you used to have an account called The Grateful
Oo.
Lady.
Oo.
So, and well, ano tayo social media marketer tayo Uy,
Oo.
Toki!
Nandito siya sa farm eh. Ayan, tumabi sa akin.
Ano
Okay.
name niya?
Si Chuchay, ano to?
Oh my God, si
to.
Chuchay pa rin
Si Chuchay
yan!
to.
Ilang taon na siya?
6 na.
Oh my God, congratulations.
And,
Ang saya, siya pa rin pala yan.
oo, diba?
Mm.
Ano din siya, blooming din siya ngayon.
Well, I guess yung ano it's your aura, 'di ba? You invite what
You act what you emit. Parang gano'n.
alam mo, I get the idea, pero like the
Oh, yeah.
exact
It's
words
okay, it's
like
okay.
they always
Ganun din ako before. Parang, alam mo yung idea niya, I don't know how to put it into words minsan.
laging iba-ibang words yung nasa isip ko. Okay,
Oo.
but also wanted to talk about this. I'm curious because you used to have an account called The Grateful Lady and you have all social
The
media marketer
activity.
tayo,
Oo.
branding. You have
Oo.
all of your parang Zen content there.
Mm-mm.
So, I'm just curious what happened with that account. How's it
Ah,
going?
kasi I created that account during the time when I'm afraid to share what is my lifestyle now. Kasi feeling ko walang makakaintindi sa akin. Na parang, naku, pag sinare ko to, isipin nila na babaliw na ba ako or whatever. Alam mo yung parang, like
To
may
be
ganun talaga
honest,
eh.
may
Parang,
ganon.
oh, like, straightforward tayo na parang, hala, ano nangyari na dito kay Genzel? Parang, na ano na yata masyado, parang nag-ano agad sa moon, sa angel
Mm.
numbers, sa stars, ganyan. So that, I created that account na parang, no, puro positive naman siya. Pero for me, parang, I was hiding. And then I realized, sabi ko, parang I want to share my story also. Yun yung nabanggit ko nga sa'yo na, parang ang realization ko is, my power is my voice, not just about singing, but also, sabi ko, I can share my story because not people might need it, but maybe at least one person might resonate with it. Kailangan pala niya. So, 'di ba? I think that's what matters. So, I decided na, okay, I'll be more open and more authentic in my main account. Tapos, syempre influencers, 'di ba? Normally, we value numbers. So, parang,
Mm-mm.
mababawasan yung followers ko pag nag-share ako ng mga, for me, are
Feel
weird.
nila baliw na
Oo.
ako.
Or parang, ang weird na, naging weirdo na to si Genzel. Ano po nangyari dito? So sabi ko, I just embrace it. Like, eto ko eh. So parang it's a take it or leave it moment for me. So the moment I open myself to share more about what I do, my spirituality, my lifestyle, my what I do on a daily basis. So parang inaccept ko na nakasama yon mga mag-unfollow, may mga friends ka na hindi na ikaw feel kasama. And that's okay kasi you don't need to be like sobrang anong circle eh. Ang importante is you are with people who know who you are 100% and who accept you for who you are, may bad days ka man or may good days ka man. So, yun yung binavalue ko ngayon. I'm more on the quantity, quality more than the quantity. Quality of friendship, quality of relationship that I build, yun yung mas focus ko ngayon more than the madaming friends or madaming followers. So, as long as I'm at peace with myself, yun. Yun yung parang goals ko. Ayan.
So there's okay, so I think it's just wala. Sorry, natuwa lang ako kasi I guess I mean ako, gets kita na parang nahihiya ka
Mm.
at first. So you
Oo.
make like a separate
Naka-private pa nga
account.
dati kasi sabi ko parang sabi ko, ang makakatagpo lang ng account ko na 'to is yung mga tao
Yung
na
mga
magiging
shasharan
interested
mo.
talaga, oo.
Oo.
Or yung mga, yun nga, yung mga itatag ko, ganyan. So, yun, hanggang sa finally ko, sige, I'll share it na just take it or leave it. Ganun talaga eh. May mga tao na magugustuhan ka for who you are. Ayoko na mag-pretend kasi na parang na ito ko, ganito, ganyan, puro pang ano lang. So, I want to be more authentic with what I put it out there. Kasi di ba, yun na din nagiging problem normal in social media. Parang minsan nakaka-add siya ng depression sa iba kasi parang akala nila ang ganda-ganda ng buhay lang nitong mga post lang ng kasi
Mm-mm.
we don't post naman our bad days eh, di ba? So, I want
Mm-mm.
to be more authentic and more relatable with my followers and with my friends.
And honestly, I think, ako lang my personal
Mm-mm.
opinion, I think it's really brave of you to put all of this in your main account. I think it's going to help more people kasi in the beauty space, syempre we're hyper-focused on beauty. And yun nga,
Mm-mm.
kaya rin kita in-invite, I want people to take note and give more attention to this side of themselves na is often neglected. So I
Mm-mm.
feel like if you can help introduce these ideas to people na yung alam mo yon about finding your balance, understanding your own intentions, I think it can really help them a lot. Kasi for beauty-focused people, these things are really like it's not there. Parang alam mo yun, hindi siya napag-uusapan. So I think it can be helpful din talaga.
Hindi, tsaka
Lalo, ang toxic kasi ng beauty community. I mean,
oo,
not the people, but there are a lot of toxic ideals and toxic
oo, na parang
happenings in
dapat
this.
ganito ka, ito yung
Kailangan
ginagawa
maganda ka.
nila. Oo,
Oh.
pero alam mo ba, yun na pag-usapan na mention mo about beauty. You know, when you are at peace and yourself and wala ka masyadong stress, alam mo ba, gumanda yung skin ko. As
Oo
in,
nga, ganda mo.
problem, problem ko before yung pores to the point na I was willing to pay 8,000 just for like 5 minute or something treatment session. And then, nung naging ganito yung lifestyle ko, I noticed na parang, oh my gosh, automatic nag-shrink yung pores ko. And then,
Nag-clear up.
nag-clear up. Tapos, iba yung like, kunyari ito, ano lang ako, ano ba tawag yung tone up cream lang, wala akong foundation or anything. Yun, as in, even yung body ko nga, parang naging instinct siya, parang na-fixed yung mga kung ano-ano. Tapos, ayun, talagang kung i-relate din lang natin sa beauty, yung pagiging mindful natin, it will really reflect. Like, parang beauty within. Kumbaga, like, lalabas talaga siya. Like, makikita
I
sa skin
guess,
mo, sa
oo.
glow mo, yun. Kaya
Kasi
for me,
kung relaxed
importante
and
talaga.
happy ka, lalabas talaga siya di ba?
Totoo, totoo.
Mm, I think, okay, wait. I want you to react to this one. Si Maui
Sige.
has a really long comment. So, di ba kanina sabi niya true? And I was like, tungkol
Mm,
saan? And she's
mm.
saying, ha 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 ha, true lahat, human nature dictates us to fight what we see is wrong sa paligid. I think this is when we were talking about the shadow work and how to deal
Yeah.
with negativity. So
Oo.
she's saying survival instinct, may leon na nanggugulo, tao lalaban, not knowing na sa start pa lang, ang tao sa leon.
Mm.
And the thing is, it calls human attention kapag may mali sa paligid.
Yes. And I think doon papasok yung pagiging mindfulness. So, kunyari, ikaw tao ka, tapos ang kalaban mo is lion, di ba? So, kung hindi ka nag-iisip, susunggaban mo na lang siya eh. Without you, like, having any plan na paano ko ba matatalo to? Or may tools ba ako on
Mm-mm.
how to fight this animal or fight yung lion like physically, di ba? Pero pag yun nga, pag hindi ka mindful, like, basta ka nalang bira ng bira, matatalo ka talaga, di ba? But when you're mindful na, okay, ito yung characteristics ng diet ko, ano yung weakness nito? How can I win this? What tools do I need to win this fight? So, I think yung sagot ko dun sa comment niya.
So you don't necessarily have to always lose. Kumbaga, when you have like a negative or when you're facing something negative or something that you think is stronger than you, if you are mindful, you can look
Mag-iisip
for
ka.
ways. Oo.
Yes. Hindi lang like, kumbaga, hindi bara-bara. Kasi
Oo.
normally dyan tayo nagkakamali ng decision, ng how we react to things.
Oh, like
Kasi
ako,
nga,
'di ba? Yung problem ko, I was not facing it with mindfulness. So na-drag down niya ako and it really spiraled me out of my own control to the point na ako mismo nafe-feel ko na I'm in such a bad mood. Like, what's going on? Na parang, alam mo yun, I'm so nega. Parang bakit ako nagla-lash out? Bakit ako super, parang may cloud over my head every single day. Wala pa
Yeah.
nangyayari, meron na akong cloud over my head.
Oo. Ganun siya.
Okay, so I also wanted to ask you, so ito na, 'di ba? We've painted the picture. This is Genzel. This is what she does every morning. This is how she faces. Parang, this is how she tries to find. So it's not actually simply about happiness or peace. It's actually more about balance. And I think yun yung nagbibigay sa'yo ng ano, 'di ba, ng peace. So, now that we know how you exercise your mindful lifestyle, what do you think it does for you? You've already mentioned, like on the surface na, wow, it cleared your skin, you feel healthy. What else has it?
Actually, fitness din.
Relationships with...
Oo. As in, maaayos talaga siya as you go along. But it's not a one-time thing.
So, I think like, okay, ito yung sagot sa tanong natin. What can it bring for you? Actually, it can bring you like so much, again, what you see with Genzel, she's fucking glowing. She's turned back 5 years. More than 5 years kasi this is mas fresh than what I saw like 5 years ago.
Oo. Tsaka parang, magiging iba talaga yung outlook mo with life and how you react to your environment. So, ayun. And, siguro yun, i-share ko na lang din yung na-mention mo yung, about like sa mga crystals, ganyan. May ibang din that I use. Siguro with this, kasi I've been wanting to have my own business. Pero sabi ko talaga, na-try ko na rin kasi iba't ibang like selling and stuff. Sabi ko, I wanted something na very helpful as well. So, dun pumasok yung share ko lang mabilis yung
No, go ahead.
Ayan, yung aking baby brand. Ayan, yung Essentials ko. Like, kunyari, this one. So, I have a smudge spray. Like, if you're familiar with incense, yung mga sage, ganyan. So, with this, ito yung main product namin sa UIU Essentials. Actually, may meaning siya. It's you is you. So, you are the mirror of other people as well. So, okay, UIU is yung
Ang
I
deep
is
na
the mirror. Oo.
Galing.
May
Branding! Yes! Go!
And yun, naisip ko yun habang nagsha-shower.
Oo. So, diba, importante talaga. Daily shower, guys. Huwag niyong
Seryoso.
Huwag niyong i-skip.
Kasi sabi ko, ano bang, wait lang, nagbubuli aking, dito ko muna.
Okay, so that's a smudge, what?
Smudge spray. So, instead of you lighting, mga incense or sage, ito, i-spray mo lang siya. I spray it counterclockwise if I want to clear. Like, kunyari, parang may bad juju. So, or bad energy. Or ako mismo, hindi ako in good energy. So, I spray counterclockwise. And then, grabe yung scent ito. As in, you will visit our page. Ito talaga yung maraming my favorite sa kanya. And then, if I want to recharge also, kung gusto ko ma-uplift yung spirit ko, clockwise naman. And then, I can also use this,
Funny, same concept sa Tibetan singing bowl. Because I got a bowl for like, for relaxing lang, ganun. I play it for myself. I don't know what it means or what it does, pero I heard that there's this, ganun din siya, counterclockwise kapag...
kapag you want to
Remove.
or negative,
Sorry.
tapos ang no matching parang
Pinigilan ko kasi ang lakas ng microphone eh.
ayan. Tapos ayan,
Nakakahiya.
same thing like pwede mo din 'to gamitin sa mga water safe na crystals. Mga
Okay.
crystals na pwede din siya pang-cleanse, aside from, yung mga smoke. Tapos I also have yung mga ceremonially handcrafted namin na oils, like yan for, abundance, for love, like self-love, and then yung newest oil namin is yung eto, I think maraming makaka-relate sa kanya. Yung ayan, yung caduceus oil naman is more on health. So, ano 'to, eh, kumbaga if you feel like may pain or physically and mentally, spiritually, ano siya, sobrang okey siya. If you can, check it out, ayan. And
So
then
guys, you can
maganda
follow You Essentials,
yes, YU.
UIU.essentials on Instagram. She has
Yes,
powerful magical potions ceremonially handcrafted. But I want to ask, how do you
yes.
use this stuff like while meditating or in the
Oo,
morning ritual?
oo, and then after mag-shower actually. So, kunyari is these are, not your ordinary, big essential oil blends. These are made by like shamans and may like ceremonially, ibig sabihin may intention talaga on making this. And once maging sensitive ka na with energies, you can actually feel agad yung energy. So what I do is you do it like this kasi when you do it like this, parang you are also connecting to the energy ng oil. And then,
So she's
um,
rubbing the closed bottle between her
oo,
palms.
para mag-mix lang din yung ingredients niya. And then I put it like mga 3 to 4 drops. Ayan. And then I have every oil, I have a mantra. Like for example, for Venus oil, that's about love. So my mantra or our mantra with that is I give love as I call in the love that I deserve. So it's a two-way
Ganda.
yes. So I just do it like this because when you do like this, I also practice kasi Reiki energy. So it's like
Mm-mm.
you're creating energy through your palm and then
Mm-mm.
put it like your face. Yan. And then as you keep on saying the mantra to yourself, and then you can put it
Mm.
dito, sa pulse points, dyan, sa heart chakra, or may mga ganun siya. Iba-iba, kada oil, iba-iba yung intention niya. So yeah, they can just check it out. And then we also have a community page we call Speak Soul Strive. So we'll be open for workshops really soon, like mga kung gusto nila ng Reiki energy or Reiki workshop if they want to learn about Reiki or energy healing. Yan. And also yung full moon ceremony namin na din soon. And then na ano ko lang yung na-mention ko kasi na yung have the Tibetan singing. Actually, alam mo, sobrang powerful din ng music for meditation. Kasi yung music, it actually penetrates down to our DNA. So, may repair din talaga siya. So, I suggest, like, ngayon, lalo na you're in the healing process, you can listen to 5-8 frequency or go to Spotify. Tapos, search mo lang is like healing frequency. And then, pakinggan mo lang siya. Manonotice mo na nag-iba din yung vibration.
Alam mo nung una, I was so intimidated actually kasi parang feeling ko, shocks, sobrang I'm out of my league here. Ang daming seremonyas, maraming stuff. But actually, it's what you're doing is so accessible. There are so many, yung
Oo.
meditation, you said to me, your meditation guides,
Sa
ni-YouTube mo
YouTube.
lang.
Oo.
Oh, it's not like some overly highfalutin, mystical kind of thing. It's,
Oo. Na tipong kailangan mo pang mag-ano, hindi like
oo.
YouTube guys, Spotify, just like for
So
YouTube,
it's
you can
all
just
there.
you can just search kunyari ang ginagawa ko sa YouTube is for example, you go for guided morning meditation. So marami na mag-a-appear diyan. So inaano ko kunyari 5 minutes lang depende kung gaano katagal. Grounding dun din and then Spotify you can look for like healing frequency or love frequency. Depende sa kung ano yung gusto ko ma-achieve for the day. And ako sa bahay, the moment I wake up then, I play sa sala namin ng cleansing naman, just to cleanse negative energy. So if ano siya, hindi naman siya kailangan na deep agad. You can just go to
Oo.
Spotify
Take
and
what
just
resonates.
yes, and take baby steps. It doesn't have to be
Oo.
like kunyari kailangan gawin ko agad yung mga ginagawa ni Genzel. Hindi gano'n. So, just take it baby step. Ano yung mag-work sa'yo muna and then 'pag naging comfortable ka na with it, okay, next try naman natin 'to.
Alam mo, like, honestly, this isn't like a super, it may feel like a super foreign concept, lalo na nung
Mm.
laglabas ka ng mga oils. It feels like something so different from like everyday life. But you know what, guys? TBH. I read a lot of business mentors, marketing advice.
Mm-mm.
Business major ako before eh. So, yun yung
Mhm.
mga, syempre yun yung mga advice na pinupuntahan ko.
Oo.
But actually, those people say a lot of things that you also say.
Oo, alam mo
Yung
ba
mga yung mga wake up early, yung mga take what resonates is not unique to parang reflection and spirituality. Business mentors say that all the time.
and actually alam mo ba, lahat ng billionaires na nare-research ko, they have self-care rituals, they have self-morning
That's
rituals,
true.
they
Sila
practice
Elon Musk?
yes, they have meditation, and even nga si J-Lo, she
Oo.
practices affirmations in the morning. Sa kanya ko nga nakuha yung ano eh, I'm beautiful and young at every age, ganyan.
And
Yung
look
mga
at her. Oh.
oh, 'di ba? So, makikita mo naman kung gaano siya sobrang idol ko kasi siya, yung gano'n parang, "The universe love me and I love the universe back." Yung mga simpleng gano'n kasi very powerful. Words are very powerful, 'di
Mm.
ba? Sabi nga nila ano, eh, parang sword ang words. And,
Mm.
yung parang simple na parang, words yung parang spelling. So, you're
Mm.
actually casting a spell with the words that you say. So, be careful also with the words na ilalabas natin kasi very
It's like
powerful
a
siya.
spell.
Yes, if you say like negative things to yourself, like pag kunyari when you look at the mirror and then you say parang, ang tsaka ko naman, ganyan, ganyan, that's what you're going to attack. But if you're going to say na parang, okay, ang ganda ng skin ko ngayon na ganyan, ganyan. So, like, when you say more positive things about yourself, mas ano siya, mas ma-attract mo siya.
No, that's super true. Because my sense of humor is really like, I don't know, parang harsh or like self-deprecating. So,
Mm.
I had a period where I would often say stuff like, tanga ko eh, ganun.
Oh, naku girl.
But it wasn't harmful for me at the time,
Oo,
and I
oo,
felt like parang it meant nothing to me. And honestly,
oo.
it does mean nothing to me. But nagsa-spiral eh, 'di ba? When you're not
Mm.
mindful, it spirals. The more often I said it, the more
The
frequently
more.
I came back to those jokes. Parang
Totoo.
na-realize ko I was losing my sense of my intelligent self. So
Totoo.
parang maybe I need to take a break from these kinds of jokes. Maybe they're fine to drop like once in a while, but yun nga, mindfulness, avoid like falling into a spiral of it.
Yes,
So
saka yun
yun,
nga, words are
grabe, yung tanga ko.
powerful.
Oo, yung mga
Saka the
memes,
more na
lalo na sa
sinasabi mo na
Twitter.
parang the more na sinasabi mo ang tanga ko, the more na ma-attract mo talaga siya, magiging tanga ka talaga. Parang,
Kasi
alam mo sa sarili mo hindi ka naman tanga, pero kakasabi mo, magiging ganun
kakasabi mo,
talaga.
because you keep making those jokes and you keep
Yes.
gravitating towards that humor. Tapos parang eventually it becomes like self-fulfilling na kasi parang when I took a break from that, parang
Mm-mm.
suddenly bigla ko na feel na what the fuck, sobrang talino ko kaya.
Oo, yan, gano'n. Parang sinasabi ko sa sarili ko, yun ang tali-talino ko kaya, yun, gano'n siya. When you became mindful, like, mare-recognize mo even the smallest things like that, yung jokes na gano'n. Mare-recognize na mo na parang, teka, hindi healthy to sa akin ba't ko pa sinasabi to?
Mm.
Yun.
So wala, it's just funny. And really, I hope that if anyone takes anything away from this episode, I hope you're not intimidated kasi a lot of what Genzel said, I've found it in business advice books, marketing books,
Totoo.
stoicism books. Sobrang dami mong similar na sinasabi sa mga stoicism. Ako kasi I like stoicism eh. It's the same thing. It's like finding peace and contentment with what's happening around you. 'Di ba?
Mm-mm.
So parang not being a slave to outside triggers but instead controlling how you take it in.
Mm-mm.
So
Narinig ko
um
nga yung book na yan eh, hindi ko pa lang siya nababasa, pero,
I can send you I
sige.
have the actual book, yun yung meditation guide ko every day. So see, it's not like, guys, if you feel like this is silly, I get it. I respect that. Pero there are a lot of useful principles with what Genzel is doing that can really apply to people from different flavors and different walks of life. You
Mm-mm.
mentioned kanina that music can be healing. Are
Mm.
you prepared? Meron ka ba?
Sige,
Do
sige.
you
May
have
list
any
ako.
musical thing?
Ano na lang, a cappella, pwede ba yun?
Oo naman. I just want you to showcase your talent kasi alam ko kumakanta ka.
Sige, ang naisip ko kanina kasi kumakanta din kami kanina na nag-meditate. Gusto ko i-share yung para mas ano siya, mas relatable. Yung You When You Believe Me na ano, ni Mariah Carey.
Okay.
I just want to emphasize na yung motto ko nga lagi is believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. So, yun, yung message. Okay. Ano lang, verse tsaka chorus. Bago tayo mag... Okay.
As a
Ito
closing.
yung lyrics. Many nights pray with no proof anyone in our hearts a hopeful song we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to do. We were moving mountains long before you we could. Oh, there can be miracles when we believe. Though hope is great, it's hard to believe. Who knows what miracles you achieve when you believe? Somehow you win. You when you believe. God.
Ang galing! Shucks! Sana
So,
all. Sana ako rin.
so gusto ko yung, at saka alam mo when you became yung parang sobrang mindful, like even the lyrics ngayon, pag makinig ka ng song, iba na yung effect niya sa'yo.
Well, you feel like it can, talaga,
Mm-mm.
nakaka-heal talaga siya for
Oo,
you.
iba na siya. And even
Well,
the lyrics, like
oo
when
nga. Thank you for
lyrics
that
talaga.
song. Sobrang appropriate niya, no? For our
Mm-mm.
mindfulness topic for today. Nung
Yeah.
nag-pre-interview tayo, wala naman tayong pinagdesisyonan eh. Sabi
Oh,
natin, whatever the vibe leads to.
oo. Tsaka parang,
Ganda.
kahapon ko lang yun na parang, nung actually nag-play siya, tapos biglang parang, oh, parang for me, I take it like a message from the universe na that's the song I'm gonna share today. So, yun.
Okay, so I think, ano na ba? I think we've covered all of the topics. Thank you,
Yeah.
grabe, sobrang thank you so much, Genzel, for sharing your afternoon
Thank you, thank
today. Before we close, I just want to reiterate, like, kasi I don't know, this episode means a lot to me. Before we end, I just want to reiterate maybe my favorite learnings from you for today. Para naman like just to really drive the point home. I think for everyone facing parang not being able to manage the negativities in their life, yung parang feeling like it's overcoming them or they're spiraling out of their own control. I think it's really important to understand yung advice mo na when we deny our darkness and we suppress it, we experience more pain. So I think for a lot of people, the way you cope with negativity, it's really important for you to understand how you can come out parang successful or alam mo yun,
Stronger.
stronger, oo, parang I guess like being hurt and being in pain, it's normal. You know, we're
Yeah.
people, we're not perfect, but
Mm-mm.
I think mindfulness helps us cope with it and not make every little event a parang a devastating occurrence.
Yeah.
I think alam mo yun, to find peace, joy and happiness,
Mm.
it's not about hyper focusing on positivity or
Yes.
giving in only to like happy stuff. That's toxic positivity.
Yes.
You should allow yourself to feel loneliness, stress, and negativity, but under your own control. So, kumbaga,
Yes.
Understand your intention and find your balance. If you are low, try to find enlightenment and upliftment. And if you are too high naman, try to find groundedness. So I think, ako sobrang useful nun for me. Like, I never realized before na you can have too much of a good thing.
Yes.
And then, as for your self-care rituals, I was happy to learn na parang you don't have to do any crazy ceremonies or like anything super foreign and new to you. Even a simple shower and stretching. If you if you create positive intentions around it, it can really change your day. So,
Totoo.
yun. Thank you for all of those learnings today, Genzel,
Thank you,
and for
thank
sharing your gift of
you.
music.
Thank
Um,
you.
I hope you guys can catch the episode. We're gonna post it on Mindful Makeup. It will be available on all major streaming platforms, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and you may also follow Genzel. Get updated. Maybe you will learn something from her. Her account is at Genzel Delas on Instagram. That is the main account. You may shop powerful magical potions ceremonially handcrafted on at uiu.essentials on Instagram, but you read that as you.
You.
Okay, and then you may vibe with the tribe at Cosmic Soul Tribe on Instagram is where like-minded people come and like share their mindful lifestyles.
Yes. Thank you,
Thank you so
Telly.
much, Genzel. So I see
Sobrang
you
thank
guys.
you.
No,
Hindi,
thank
sabi ko lang,
you.
gusto ko lang sabihin din sa kanila na, ayun nga, aside from like kay Telly, like being really grateful for it, ako din mismo, like she's actually an answered prayer for me kasi this like my first time na, di ba, na parang ever since na I decided to be more authentic and then to share to the world like my lifestyle spirituality. This is like the first ever podcast. So parang, oh my gosh, Lord, meron akong like alignment pala. Like, kasi before, yun nga yung sabi ko parang walang makakaintindi or makaka-appreciate. But then, like, you is like a sign and like an angel sent to me na there are people who are really, who will vibe with or will align with the intention that I have.
No, sabi ko naman, sobrang mystical ng reconnection natin kasi yun nga, I was also like in a really dark space and yung sinabi mo na everything you said that I reiterated, it really helped me like, wala, I feel so light. Ewan ko.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry. Sakit ko kasi to. I always say like goodbye and then I think of something I want to talk about after. So speaking of, kasi I asked this off cam, pero I just want you to quickly share with the audience. Nice background. Where are you at? What you doing? Hindi pa natin na-explain eh. Kanina ko pa iniisip tas natatanggal sa isip ko eh.
Saan na kami? Tagaytay. Yan. Daila Farm. I'm with
Ganda.
my community. Kasi today's full moon is very powerful. If you guys can list down things that you want to achieve for until the end of this year, you can write it down. Like yung mga wishes or manifestations that you want to achieve. Ano siya? Powerful siya tonight. So at 8 p.m.
What PM?
8 o'clock.
8 PM. Okay.
Philippine time. You can go out and then feel the energy of the moon. It's very, very beautiful.
Ayun. Sorry ah. Okay, but this is for real. Thank you so much, Genzel, for sharing your path with us. I hope you guys pick up what resonates.
Yes.
Pick up
Just
take what resonates, leave the rest behind. It's okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. Bye everyone.